Hi, my name is Noah Jackson, and this is my video reflection on branding in America, specifically your personal branding and how to properly brand yourself in 2025 in the media landscape that we're in today. When I think about branding on an individual level, the biggest thing that I think about is authenticity. About like making sure that your audience, the people who follow you, can get an authentic view of who you are, that they know exactly who you are, or that you are able to present to them a version of yourself that you think is good, or a version of yourself that you want to emulate, whether it's like your professional side or your creative side, depending on what exactly you're branding, you want the audience to know that that is the authentic you, that you're not making that up, that that is like a real personal part of you. I also think that branding online is very difficult these days, or not difficult, but it's very dangerous, I feel like, because the more time you spend on social media as a brand, as a person who's trying to get people to like their stuff, the more likely you are to do something that I think will like change people's perspective of you. Not necessarily that everyone would do it, but there's always times where, oh, your personal brand means that you should like weigh in on this topic, and then you realize, oh wow, I probably shouldn't have weighed in on that topic. Like I've seen that affect a lot of people who in this day and age are trying to brand themselves online and are trying to constantly weigh in on different topics to increase their brand, to increase their credibility in other people's eyes. When it comes to my personal brand, I don't really have anything that I'm necessarily like marketing, but I used to make TikTok videos that were informational, and that brand was very serious. I wanted to make sure it was serious because it had like my name attached to it, and because I know that going into the future, I want this to be something I'm proud of. I don't want this to have to. I don't want this to have to be something that I have to hide. I don't want to make any like sort of content or anything on the internet that I think would be personally embarrassing, or that would personally like change people's perspective of me for a worse way. But that's just because I'm a private person. Like I won't have goals and ambitions to do things that aren't on the internet. If I was trying to do stuff on the internet as like my primary goal or motivation, then I guess it would be different, because then my personal brand would be probably a bit more laid back, a little bit more fun. But as it stands now, as someone who wants to go to law school, as someone who wants to be a successful lawyer, I don't think having a very humorous personal brand online would be a good thing for me. I think my personal brand that I'll stick to is very serious, very focused, very thorough, high achiever. That's what I want my personal brand to be, going out into the world, and that's what I'm working towards.